Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for watching. This is the very first video of 2019 and I wanted to make it an important one, a powerful one that has to do with more than just hair and beauty and all of those things. As important as those things are to me, they are not my identity or what makes me who I am. I wanted to start off 2019 with more of an important video in my personal opinion. I asked you guys on Instagram in like a little poll what types of videos you wanted to see, and a lot of you guys actually surprised me. I was expecting lots and lots of hair video ideas, which I did get a lot of, thank you. But surprisingly, I got a resounding amount of girl talk video ideas. So today's video is a good one. It's a really good one. I did a lot of studying about it. I prayed right before I sat down to film this video, just that like whatever I'm supposed to say to you, that you would hear it, that God would speak through me, and hopefully someone, you out there, will get something from what I'm trying to tell you. And maybe you're not single, obviously you saw the title of this video, but maybe your friend is single and struggling with it. Maybe your mom is divorced and is now singling and struggling with it. So I wanted to make a video on this topic. I think it touches all of us in some way or another through some point of connection. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. If you have not already subscribed, please be sure to do so. It helps me out so much. Give this video a thumbs up. That really helps. Like seriously, like support your girl. So just jumping on in, when I was younger, my Nana gave each of her grandchildren stock or a CD, something that would grow over time. So she invested, I think, like $20 in each CD for each grandchild, and by the time they graduated from high school, she was hoping it would be around $1,000 for each person so that they could purchase a laptop to go to college with. Now, at the time when I'm a little kid and I open up a card and it says, congratulations, you have been awarded stock. I'm thinking, what? Why didn't I get a doll? Why didn't I get food? Why didn't I get like literally anything other than stock? I don't even know what this is. This is a true story. And I think it's such a perfect example, an illustration of the God's gift of singleness. You know, at this point in time when you are single, you might not understand it. You might think, what? Why is God holding me back right now? Why isn't he giving me what I want? Why isn't God giving me that sexy man of God? Why isn't he giving me that beautiful woman of the Lord? I'm trying to trust him. I'm tired of waiting. I want it now. And sometimes God knows better. And when you look back, I can see, oh my gosh, thank you, Grandma. I call her Nana, but thank you, Nana, for investing that $20 when I was super young. Now I got a laptop that I use every single day for my job, and at the time I couldn't see that, but now I can see, wow, what an amazing gift. And like I said, I think that's a great illustration for singleness. At this point, you might be thinking, why? I don't want to be single anymore. But I'm telling you, God has a reason for it. This time is for a reason. You're supposed to be devoting yourself to the Lord during this time. You're supposed to be honing your skills, honing your crafts, honing your devotion to God during this time for a reason, and just trusting that God knows, and that he has perfect timing. And I think that's a lot easier said than done, but I think that that's a good illustration. I do want to read this one paragraph from the book that kind of opens up the chapter of singleness. It says, God has ordained a season of singleness for every human being on the planet. Singleness does not exist simply as an extended adolescence or pursuit of career ambition or a preparatory phase for marriage. Rather, God has ordained the unique freedoms of single life not for distraction or ambitions, but for devotion to him. So once again, every single person goes through a stage of singleness. No one immediately has a boyfriend in their life. No one immediately has a girlfriend in their life. Everyone has this phase, and it is given to you for a reason. So don't waste this time, essentially. Don't Don't waste this time, because it is a precious gift. Whether you see it now or not, use this time for what it's supposed to be used for. You know what I'm saying? So once again, just really understanding and realizing that God is not trying to harm you. He's not trying to hurt you. He wants what's best for you. If he wants marriage for you, he will give it to you. He created marriage. He loves marriage. And he's got someone special for you, but just trusting that his timing is perfect, I think, is a lot easier said than done, but very, very important. In the Bible, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future." So spend time in your Bible. Read those truths. The Bible is truth. Read those truths and write them on your mirror if you have to, but write them on your phone. Put them wherever you'll see them constantly to remind yourself, this is the truth. What I'm saying in my mind, those are the lies. When I'm telling myself, no, you're just not pretty enough, no one wants to be with you, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. Read those truths. Read the Bible. Read the truths, write them on your heart, and hold them tight. So it says, Paul declared, I'm not sure what chapter, I think we're still in Corinthians. Paul declared to promote what is appropriate and secure, undistracted devotion to the Lord. That is what singleness is for. Undivided devotion to the Lord. So the big question, are you doing that? Are you using this time as undivided attention to the Lord? What's taking up your time? Are you spending lots of time on Netflix? I know that's a hard thing for me. I just started this new show called You. Don't even get started, especially if you're single, because you need to work on your undivided attention to the Lord. Are you spending time on the internet seeking men? Are you on the apps, Bumble, whatever they're called? Are you surrounding yourself with friends 24/7 so that you never have time alone and you never have to realize that you don't have anyone and that you don't have a man and that you don't have a girl in your life? Are you taking time to have no distractions, sit down with the Lord of this world and just learn and grow in your relationship with him? Are you doing that on a daily, consistent basis? I think not all of us are. None of us will ever be perfect at that. I certainly am not. But I want to challenge you, especially if you have a friend or a mom or someone who is like genuinely struggling with this and feels like God has forgotten them. Remind them that they are not forgotten and that this time is set aside for a reason and that God has a bigger plan. Now, many of you who are dating might be wondering, oh my gosh, should I be single? Like, should I be like doing this right now? Should I be having undivided devotion with the Lord? And, I'm not the one to answer that question for you, but I will say that dating is distracting, I remember when Daniel and I first started dating, we would go to church together, which is great, but sometimes I would think like, oh gosh, like, am I singing too loudly? Can he hear me? And I wasn't fully focused on worshiping God. I was thinking, oh my God, can he hear my terrible singing? Or is my knee touching his? Oh shoot, like, maybe I should like move my leg, or like, should I put my leg on him and then he'll know that like I like him? Like, I would get distracted, because that's what happens when you like someone. You get giddy and distracted. So singleness is a time to, once again, not be distracted. Okay, now I do want to read this one paragraph to you guys because it's really, really good. It says, the single person pines away for the intimacy of the married season of life. The married man or woman romanticizes the freedoms they enjoyed as a single person. I do not want you to do that. I do not want you to miss out on what you have access to in your single years that you will not have when you are married. I don't want you to miss the benefits of now because you are fixated on the benefits of then. I've struggled with this in my life more times than I could ever say. I've always been the type of person to say, oh, well, I'll be really happy when I'm done with school. Well, I'll be really happy when I graduate college. Well, I'll be really happy once I'm dating the right person. Well, I'll study my Bible, but like once I'm a mom, or I'll work out in January. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very like I don't know why I always do that, but I'm always comparing. If I pick grape juice, I'm thinking, oh my God, why didn't I get Coca-Cola? And I think this is saying like, hey, when you're dating, you've been married for 30 years, you're gonna be thinking about the days where you used to just be able to paint your nails with a face mask for 10 hours and you had no responsibilities. And same is true for when you're single. You're sitting on the couch alone thinking, oh my gosh, I just want someone to be here with me. So as hard as it is, focus on the here and the now. Focus on this time of singleness and enjoy it. There are so many benefits to the time of singleness in your life. So enjoy those benefits. You will have the other joys and the other advantages later, but for now, fixate and focus on these current joys. I just thought that was really, really good. One more thing I wanted to read. The ache for companionship existed in Adam before the entrance of sin in Genesis 3. But if you let that desire steal all the joy of your present single stage, you are missing out on the benefits available to you in this season of life right now. And that really just kind of sums up what I just said. Enjoy the stage you're at right now. Do not let thinking of tomorrow, thinking of what you want, what you wish for, to steal your joy. I mean, that is just a waste of time and energy, people. Another thing that he talks about is that you have so much more free time when you're single. So what are you doing with that free time, you know? Are you joining a Bible study of girls, a girls group? Are you volunteering? And this isn't to say that like, oh, you're single, you should, you know, only spend time with God and only volunteer and only work at the soup kitchen. No, of course not. Like watch TV, read a book, do your thing, girl. But you have so much extra free time. Even me now, like I'm not married or engaged or anything. I have a lot of free time. So what am I doing with that time? You know, am I using it to further the kingdom and the glory of God, or to make my name more known with fame, or what am I doing with my time? Like what really matters? So to kind of wrap things up, I want to challenge each and every one of you. If you are that single person and you are hoping and praying that God would bring that person into your life, continue that. Pray for that person. Pray for their strength in temptation. Pray for them. Pray for them, pray for them, pray for them. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let thinking of the future steal your joy currently. And with your free time now, use that for God, you know, use it for the glory and honor of Him. And I just want to encourage you to be that light for your friends, for your sister, for your mom, for whoever's in your life that is struggling, that's waiting for that person. Share with them some of the things that I've said that you feel like relate to them specifically, and tell them they're not alone, number one, because they most certainly are not. And tell them that they are loved and that they are seen and that they are not forgotten. And encourage them to use this time to enjoy this time. I truly believe we get to wake up each day and choose happiness, choose joy. In general, I'm a happy person, but a lot of the times I wake up anxious. I wake up dreading the long list of to-dos. I wake up feeling whatever type of way. But I and me alone get to choose how I feel that day. I get to choose. No matter what's going on in my life, no matter if I found out my friend just got diagnosed with cancer, no matter what. And I'm not saying you can't be sad, you can't have down times, but you get to choose how you react to the situations, and you get to choose your happiness. You get to choose it each and every day. So share that with these people in your life who are really, really struggling, and be a light for them. Okay, I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing day, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.